Please welcome the lovely Anna Friel.
Oh, baby, 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 come on, girl, let's go. Show the guys that we know how to become number one. Body show, now push it, push it real good.
Doesn't Anna look gorgeous anyway?
Oh, thank you. I think
Wow, that's quite some dress you're wearing there.
do you like it?
Wow, there's not a lot of it.
There's a lot.
You need to put a cardigan when you go outside, I would have thought.
I need a tan like Thomas, if I may say
man.
Thomas.
Well, but he's based more or less LA and Las Vegas now, and that is where you live now, I believe.
I split my time both between here and Los Angeles.
And so your whole family's kind of over there for part of the year. You've got your partner,
Yeah, David.
the wonderful David Friel, a tremendous actor, and you have a little girl
A
together.
little girl who's 3, Gracie.
How lovely. And
She's lovely.
So you live in LA for part of the year.
I've been there for the last 2 years, and I got back before Christmas. And I'll be going back to New York in about 2 weeks' time, so I'm splitting my time between the two places.
And does she, presumably, is like grandma and grandpa, like they're over here?
They're here,
Okay.
yeah, but they come out. They come out to see her.
So she sees plenty of them. Are you worried that she's going to grow up to be like an American person more than a British person, or is that not a concern for you?
We have a northern nanny who's with her all the time, so it's like having grandparents there all the time.
Because I was, I've never been offered any work out there. But if I was, I think years ago I would have been concerned about taking my kids out there for too long. Not just for the way, it's kind of different way growing up, but the schools out there, they seem scary, like they have metal detectors. I know it's getting that way a bit over here, but
there's big black cars that sit outside her school with bouncers, because there's other big celebrities that have children there, so they have to stop paparazzi and stuff. But she learns how to make cheese, and they do debates. Like, at 3 years old, they'll say, right, OK, so who are you gonna vote for, Gracie? Who do you like? I'm like, she's 3, you can't ask her to understand the president.
She's not going to vote for years, is she?
Well, we hope. But David, he would teach her about learning about what an American president is by referring to the president as a king. So we'd watch and say, now, which king do you like? Do you like Obama, or do you like McCain? And she said, I like the one with the white hair. We're like, no, you like Obama. You don't like the one with the white hair, Gracie. He's not the one to go for.
If you think of a fairy tale king, McCain kind of looks like an
exactly.
old
He looks
king
like the typical king. But we're going, no, that's not the one.
But it's exciting news. You must be excited.
Oh, we're thrilled to be there on the day, because we were actually shooting. I was doing Pushing Daisies on the day. When the results came out, we wanted to watch all the speeches, and they weren't actually going to allow us, so we made them get TVs onto the set so we could. And the feeling around America on that day was...
And has Gracie recovered from the fact that it wasn't her king that got the job?
I think she has now, yeah. They did a little test ballot at their school, and I know it sounds incredibly precocious, like, to be 3 and talking about that, and I'm glad we got an email from the teachers saying, now, this is what this person in the class voted, and this is what they did, and they said, and Gracie Friel, indifferent. She said, I don't care, I'll go with which one.
OK, let me ask you about Pushing Daisies. How did that come about, and how did they sell the concept to you? Because it's pretty far out, isn't it?
It is. Well, first of all, I went and met with the director and the producer, and it was a director called Barry Sonnenfeld, who I'd always been a big fan of.
Well, he did Men in Black,
and Get Shorty and all of those, and great, he wears big cowboy hats and multicoloured ties, and he's a lovely, lovely man. And they talked about it and said, is it possible that you can sell towards the fact that you fall in love with someone without ever being able to touch them?
It's such a strange concept, which we haven't really explained, but Anna is someone who gets murdered early on and brought back from the dead by a man who falls in love with her, who has this weird power. But if someone's alive for more than a minute, someone else dies. So that's why he touches them again to kill them again.
It's a bit mad. It's very bright. You have to wear sunglasses to watch it.
But the ending, even though you're not going to film the ending, fans of the show will be able to find out what happens in the end of their story.
They're going to make a comic of it or something, yeah. So they're talking about doing the movie of it, but I don't know. I think when something's good, you let it rest.
Hey, Anna, how do you stay skinny when you're working on a film set all the time? Because whenever I've been to TV and film sets, they have free food there. Free coffee, free tea.
Do you know what you do?
Bagels.
You get a big vibrator.
I beg your pardon?
That's what I had. They gave me this thing called it's one that you can stand on. It's called a power plate. It's about this thick.
Oh, I know, at the power plate.
Oh, yeah, but it's basically a big vibrator. You don't want to sit on it, do you?
Yeah, but let us think... I wouldn't know, but I've seen housewives on washing machines, and so that's what you do. So
I had one of those outside, because you can't put it in the trailer, because it made the trailer collapse, because it's so hard. So they actually put it out. It's so powerful. Oh, yes. I put it outside.
I'm holding back on so many jokes right now.
I know, me too. I've got a really great...
Need to stand fear of explosion due to vibrator jokes. Can't say them in current climate.
You all right now?
Oh, yeah.
I had a tent for mine.
Will not crumble. I've actually strained my neck now doing that little bit. So that's how you do it. So you basically...
I had that, and I went to Pilates 3 times a week and drank lots of vegetable juices. You do. You can't help but become very health conscious and much more self-conscious when you're there, because there's so many... First of all, the climate's so much warmer that you're wearing far less clothes. You can't cover it all up with a coat.
Hey, you've... now, here's something I was told. You're health conscious, and they said to me, this is something you drink. Is this right? You drink a green juice?
I do.
But do you have this every day?
I do. In America, I haven't been able to have it since I've been here. It's like dandelion, beets, carrot...
Look at that,
and
it's
the
smoking.
greens. Oh, it tastes so disgusting.
What is it?
Is it the greens?
Yeah.
I have ones that are naturally squeezed, not the powder
Look,
form.
this is when... Remember when you were a kid at school?
You don't make me
this
drink
is
it,
the
are
paint
you?
you used to mix up, wasn't it? It was that terrible watercolour paint that was no good. And this apparently is really good for you. Do you know what's in it?
What?
I don't know what's in it. I'm asking you.
That was spirulina and dandelion and different roots of
And what does it do for you? It just like flushes you out, or what? It gives you
No,
health?
it just makes you feel really good, but the natural squeeze ones are the best, but this is quite good. Go
Look
and
at
try
that.
it.
That just looks like horrible paint.
You'll absolutely gag.
Do you, and you drink this every day?
Yep.
For morning or breakfast or in the evening?
Usually in the morning, but I'll mix it with different bits of different vegetables.
But really? And you say it tastes horrible?
Yeah, go on, try.
Oh, Jesus, it smells.
And it gives you a nice big green Joker smile.
Will you try some? Try some.
Yeah, I'll go on then.
That's not good.
Needs a bit of tequila. Oh, have I got to do it?
Yeah, of course you do.
Oh, God.
Wow, but you know, I like the way you drank that, like a northern guy. Straight down.
Get it down.
Yeah. That's not so bad, actually.
That one's quite a good one.
I thought it'd be so disgusting we'd have a moment of comedy gold here, but instead it was just 2 people drinking green liquid.
No, that was not... You've got to try pure dandelion leaf. That's
really
that's
bad.
what it's really
and so, what, you get that at home or in a health bar? Or?
No, I moved my house in Los Angeles, right underneath the Hollywood sign.
Wow, that's exciting, isn't it?
Right, and I moved to a place where there was a local supermarket and coffee bar and juice bar, and every morning I run down the hill and I get my juice and I run back up. Being so LA.
Hey, I just burped and it was like a bad egg just came back into my mouth. Is that meant to happen? Or should I be worried?
It might do. It was better that it came out there and not from the other end.
Thank you for that. So, presumably, being at this, how you got the part in the new Will Ferrell movie, I guess. That's, you know, you're available and they've seen you on TV. And, you know, who doesn't love Will Ferrell? I love Will Ferrell. How was it working with him?
Just absolutely fantastic. Everyone I've met has said he's possibly the nicest man you could ever meet. He's a polite gentleman. Yeah, and it was a really good boysy movie. I was the only girl in it, so...
Well, now, this is based on a TV show, and I'm not familiar with this TV show, and I know a lot of obscure TV stuff, but I wasn't that familiar with it. It's Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost, I didn't know it either. Supposedly it came over to England, but I never saw it. There's a great character called Chaka, which is half man, half monkey, with the strangest face you've ever seen in your life.
Half man, half monkey.
Yeah.
I like that.
Half man, half monkey.
And the idea is they find a lost valley or something, or what is it?
Yeah, they get trapped in an alternative universe where there's dinosaurs and like I said, talking monkeys, and it's but they've changed it. In the original series, I'm 14 and blonde and American. Now I'm a Cambridge graduate and 32.
Hey, there's a clip. That's still from the TV show.
That's Chaka.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
there's
three
Chakas. Who's the short one in Take That? Mark. It looks like him.
and they speak Pakani language.
So there's a language in it.
Like that. It sounds Chinese, but that's what they do. And my characters can translate it. Sorry.
Not here at the BBC. No. I'm really looking forward to it. When's it out? It's out in the summer, I think, in the US.
It's June 5th in America and then July 16th here.
That's perfect. So when you're making a movie, Anna, that green stuff is repeating on me quite tragically here. You can't have that inside you when you're filming close up.
Well, I bring my juices to work every day, but I have to get, again, I'll stress that they were nice, freshly squeezed juices, and Will and Danny, because it was a boys' movie, there was me, Will and Danny, McBride, this great actor too, and Chaka, the monkey boy. And that was it. And I would bring these vegetable juices every day. And then I said, look, we're doing long hours. It makes you feel really good. And they started having them, so I bring them for Will. But there is a problem with them. I was being in a boys' movie. You don't want to be the girl going, "Ooh, I'm complaining." And I was the first one to fart on the film because of the juices. And I'm feeling quite
girls fart?
I know. It was so awful. I've never been so
When
mortified.
did it
apart
happen?
from
It
the
wasn't in
beginning
a
of the show.
romantic scene, was it?
No, it was just about... It wasn't during the romantic scene. It was just before I was about to go and beat the Sleestaks, which are big, tall aliens, which are actually male models on stilts. And I was meant to go and whack them all with my belt. And just before, and I don't know if I'd gone into a certain position, but let off just the most awful smell. I couldn't believe it. And,
So was it a silent, deadly one?
Oh, it was awful. And Danny's like, oh my God, Yorma, that's disgusting. Yorma's the monkey. He's like, that's disgusting. What are you doing? And I just felt my face going redder and redder and redder and redder. Yeah, you know, they're moving around. And Danny just turned to me and went, oh my God, it came from you. so for the rest of the film, it was a whole thing of please don't let me be the only one to have broken wind. So Will very kindly built one up over the next 2 months, and we were about. There was a scene we were about to climb over up the top of the volcano, and so the camera's at the top, and you're waiting to see these faces come at the top of the volcano to see all these dinosaurs, and we don't appear. The director's gone action, and nothing comes at the top of the volcano because Will's going, Anna, I've got one. Are you ready? Are you ready? And it just goes. And it's possibly the longest, loudest fart that I've ever heard. And I thought that was the most gentlemanly thing anyone's ever done for me.
It's a lovely story. How lovely to see you. I'm a big fan. I love you in the TV show. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm glad that we haven't lost you completely to LA, but I wish you every success.
I'll be back and forth. I love being back in England.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Anna Friel.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And that is beginning to repeat on the clip.
Is it?
You go and tell them what you want.
All right.
Anna Friel, ladies and gentlemen, mind the step and the smell.